Hi, everyone, and welcome to my podcast. Today I'm reflecting on my final assessment, Decolonizing the Literary World, the impact of the anti racist movement in Canada. This assessment was an opportunity for me to explore some more powerful themes like systematic racism, decolonization, and the importance of diverse voices in literature. I'll be sharing my thoughts on what I enjoyed, what I found challenging, and what I learned along the way. Let's jump right in. So, what I like best about this assignment is how it combined creativity, research, and reflection. I loved how I could connect real world issues like the anti racist movement to literary analysis. It made me see literature in a whole new way, not just as stories, but as a tool to challenge unfair systems and amplify voices that often go unheard. This assignment also encouraged me to think critically about the books I read. For example, using the four critical lenses helped me look at stories from multiple angles, which made the analysis much richer and more meaningful. So, when it comes to the part I most enjoyed was analyzing the text through the four critical lenses: historical, race, mental health, and powerlessness. It felt rewarding to dig deep into works like Fatty Legs and Washington Black and connect them to broader issues like colonialism and systematic racism. I also really enjoyed choosing images and social media examples like hashtag Black Lives Matter posts because they brought the themes to life in a modern context. Another part I enjoyed was reflecting on how diverse authors like Thomas King and Cherry Demelin are reshaping Canadian literature. It was inspiring to see how their works challenge colonial narratives and provide new perspectives. The hardest part of the assignment was narrowing down my focus. There were so many interesting topics and texts I could have included, but I had to make tough choices about what to leave out. For example, I wanted to include more examples of how the anti racist movement influenced other forms of media, like film or music, but I decided to stick to literature to stay on track. Time management was also a challenge for me. I spent a lot of time researching and working on my analysis, which meant I had less time to polish the final sections. I have learned that pacing myself better is something I'll need to work on in the future. I think I was most successful at making clear connections between the anti racist movement and the text I analyzed. I chose diverse books like Fatty Legs, The Marrow Thieves, and All American Boys, and I feel that these examples really supported my thesis. I'm also proud of how I used the critical lenses to guide my analysis. For example, using the mental health lens helped me explore how systematic oppression affects psychological well being, while the powerlessness lens highlighted themes of resilience and reclaiming agency. These lenses added depth to my work and made my arguments stronger. One thing I learned is how literature can act as a form of resistance. Books are more than just a story, they are a way to challenge harmful systems, share untold histories, and build empathy. For instance, reading about residential schools in Fatty Legs showed me the importance of amplifying Indigenous voices to confront Canada's colonial past. I also learned how to analyze texts in a more structured way. The critical lenses gave me a framework for digging deeper into themes and connections, which is something I'll definitely use in future assignments. I would assess my work as good. I put a lot of effort into researching, organizing, and writing this assignment, and I think the final product reflects that. The arguments are clear, the examples are well chosen, and I stayed focused on the theme of decolonization. That said, I think there is room for improvement, especially in terms of balancing my time. Some sections could have been developed a bit more if I had managed my schedule better. Overall, I'm proud of what I accomplished. One thing I need to improve is my time management. I tend to spend too much time perfecting certain parts of my work, which can leave less time for other sections. Next time, I'll create a clearer plan with deadlines for each step of the process so I can give equal attention to everything. One goal I would like to focus on is writing more concise and focused arguments. Sometimes I try to include too many ideas, which can make my work feel a little overwhelming. By narrowing my focus and prioritizing my strongest points, I think I can make my writing even more effective. So, yeah, that's it for my self assessment. This assignment challenged me in new ways and taught me a lot about the power of literature and the importance of decolonization. I'm proud of what I achieved and I'm excited to take what I have learned into future projects. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed hearing about my process. Until next time, take care. Goodbye.